Earlier today, Kentucky Governor Andy Beshear issued an ultimatum to Senator Mitch McConnell. Show us proof that you're physically and mentally able to serve or resign. Simple.
If he can have a 17 minutes conversation with his protege, he can call into any of your news stations for 3. All we're asking is just a little bit of proof.
Just a little bit. McConnell released another photo yesterday, but a congressional doctor said the 84-year-old is, quote, not medically cleared to return to work. It has been 45 days since the fall that first put him in the hospital, and 47 days since his last vote in the Senate. I mean, we all were on Twitter that day when he was making all those phone calls to all those folks.
Allegedly.
Allegedly. Any of those phone calls could have gone to a reporter. Any of those phone calls could have gone to Fox News. They could have gone to Newsmax. They could have gone to anyone to say this man is still around, not just to friendlies. And I think the thing that is confusing to folks is that the pictures are the pictures, but can we hear his voice? What is he doing? That is something that a lot of reporters and a lot of his constituents have questions about.
I don't believe that the people spoke to him. I'm sorry. There's no proof that they have offered us.
Just their word.
Just their word, which they've lied before. And so I am not going to give them the presumption of the truth. They're going to have to show me. They just can't tell me. And they have not shown us. I mean, even the governor, to your point, Mr. Chairman, I'm going to say this and I'll be quiet. I am addressing this letter to Senator McConnell under the assumption that he is capable of reading and responding verbally and not incapacitated by means of consciousness or cognition. The governor of Kentucky, that is how he started off his letter to Senator McConnell.
Well, and there's a reason for that, because the underlying thread here is how Republicans are playing politics with the seat because of the timing of declaring a vacancy if one is to be declared. Before a date certain in August, I think it's the middle 13th or so of August, the governor gets to a point. After that point, it goes to a special election.
Well,
right?
The governor has said, try me on that.
Right. And he said, because remember, they changed the rules in Kentucky to avoid the governor actually having this authority like governors have in other jurisdictions. I thought the governor's request of John Thune was also interesting. In the letter he asked to McConnell, he asked Thune to, quote, fully investigate McConnell's condition if the senator is unwilling to voluntarily show that he still has capacity to serve. I've seen that letter. Thune responded. I think that's an issue really between Senator McConnell and the people of Kentucky. True. But it's also about how they are represented in your chamber,
right,
and in your caucus, if that's the case. And I think, look, for me, just do a quick little mic check. Check 1, check 2. Mitch in the house, we're good.
Mitch McConnell is getting paid medical leave from the United States Senate. And I think he is on record voting against it for millions of Americans across this country who are not afforded the same opportunity.
I think the fact that Beshear, who's the governor of the state, whether or not he's a Democrat or Republican, has not heard from a sitting senator there is confusing and weird. He has missed votes on war powers, judicial nominations, and housing. And you would think that Thune would have a lot of questions about one of his senators doing all that. You would think.